On today's video, we're going to screw around with free merchandise. This was something that was left by an MP that's looking to try and make things more memorable. So I decided to open it up and see what was in there. There's a nice little switch here and some screws. And this whole little setup in here, which you basically push down, which is pushed down by that bit and it lights up. Now these batteries are not likely to run this LED for very long. So I got thinking and went, what is the most power efficient color of LED? And it turns out that a gallium arsenide LED, like a red one, I think the gallium arsenide times may have moved on. In any case, this is likely to be the most efficient color, being as Halloween is coming up and I'm doing something red for Halloween. I think a red light to hide up the sleeve of my trench coat might be interesting. So I'm going to swap this over. Don't know how well it's going to work. Which is going to be, I expect a small battery to bounce off or something to break like that. I will glue that bit back in. But that did solve our problem. A nice little thin screwdriver here and we can push the batteries out. Now we are going to pull out the Loctite super glue here. And I'm going to apply just a very small amount to the tip of a pin and apply very sparingly on the edge. This is a trick I used to do when I fixed hearing aids. So I'd use a pin to apply glue. While that just tackies up a little bit, I will find my tweezers and we will reinsert this piece. If we can do this without my hands getting in the way of the camera. We appear to be in the right position. That looks right to me. Now a little tip with LEDs if you're ever having trouble here, and we will try and get our autofocus to focus on the LED here. You'll notice that when you look at the back of these, there is a flat side. That flat side and also the length of the legs gives you a hint as to their polarity. Okay, let's see here. We've got things largely worked out again. The bar drops across the back there. It's a very simple design. We just need to get things so they're not so springy. A bit of blue tack to hold things down while I get everything positioned. Okay, looks like negative to the cathode, which is kind of makes sense, I guess. And of course that disturbed the LED. This is definitely a balancing act that I'm sure they have a jig for at whatever factory in China they make these at. I think more blue tack is in order. That could be easier said than done with my level of dexterity right now. Oh. So a bit of a glow there for a minute. Okay, we may have to try a different approach here. Okay, so interestingly, I think the forward bias of this red is a little bit lower than some of the others. It looks very dim to my eye. Let's point it right at this. Maybe these have just got a different... Yeah, maybe it's just the eye's sensitivity to red is a little different. I don't know. I might put the white one back in there. I might have a blue one that might work better. We'll see. Why not have some fun here? I've got blue, green and a red LED hiding away off the screen here. Let's just see what sort of intensity we see out of these guys. So blue looks good. That's quite bright. Let's have a look here. Bend the green up. Green is okay. It's tending towards the yellow side, which means probably not going to last very long. Let's look at a yellow. Yellow is quite bright. I think blue is the more attention getting one than the red. So we might swap it with a blue one. Let's try that. Alright, we have a blue one in, and this batch of blue LEDs has shorter legs than the others. So we had to solder a little dog leg on. But that works pretty well. A bit of a blue flashing light in the background, if somebody is not doing what they should do, is probably going to make them a little nervous. So maybe it has its use after all. Now, that one I think goes this way up. And I think it clamps down on the LED somehow here. Alright, I moved the LED up a little bit. Hopefully this will fit now. That feels better. Alright. It's odd to see something this cheaply made with actual screws in it. But I guess they get people at a premium over there to put screws in. Imagine putting these screws in for the amount of money you must make doing it. I can imagine it would be like cents per hour or something. Oh. See, so that still took me around about 40 seconds to do that. But now it's blue. I don't know, it's just a fun project, and it's a bit of channel filler. This is likely to have gone live whilst I'm off assisting a mate with a very dire situation. So I hope you can bear with me doing the small stuff for the time being. In any case, we'll see you in the next one. This is a quickie little, I wonder if I can do it job. And I'm going to do this and do this for a thumbnail. So you probably will have seen this already. Anyway, catch you later. Hope it was fun. We'll zoom out and give it ourselves a thumbs up. See you later.